joined by Daniele Archibugi, an expert on EU politics from the University of Birkbeck. Thank you for joining us. So what do you think of the results?
Well, the results are fragmented, and it's not easy to understand them, because in some countries you have got anti-European political forces which have gained their votes. In the United Kingdom, of course, in France and in other countries. In other countries, my own country, the government, which is a centre-left-wing government, very much pro-Europeans, has won a lot of seats. And
indeed, along with Germany. So Italy and Germany voted for the status quo.
Well, not necessarily the status quo, because, for example, the Italian government and the Italian voters would like very much to get a better Europe, a Europe which is more assertive and which they would like to get rid of austerity politics. As in Greece, I mean, the left in Greece is not against Europe, it's against the Europe of austerity. And therefore, I think it's going to be complicated, because we will have a much more fragmented European Parliament, and to make sense of all this different music will be difficult.
Now, France's Prime Minister called the result a political earthquake. Would you describe it as such?
For France, for sure, they are a political earthquake, because when you got a political force which is not right-wing, but also racist, getting 25% of the votes in a country which was a former empire, which has a lot of immigrants, and where immigrants contributed quite a lot to French well-being over the last 70 years, it's worrying. But again, I think something is very important to understand. I do not think that just because you have got anti-European parties, they will manage to find an agreement. For example, I'm sure that Marine Le Pen will fight mostly with the UK Independence Party. And therefore, it's not enough to be against the Europe. I would like to see if they will eventually manage to find an agreement.
But do you think immigrants should be worried? Given the rise of what's happening in France and indeed UKIP?
No, I don't think the immigrants could get worried, because our economies and our society could not live without them. And therefore, you know, this is just one way in which people are expressing their discomfort, the problems and so on. But I think that the message is clear, and the message is that Europe should change its policies. Austerity policies are not good enough. Income distribution in many European countries are going to be paralyzed. Rich people are getting richer, poor people are getting poorer, and when this happens for a long period of time, it's understandable that people are resentful. And the message of the European elections is that European peoples are resentful. Something needs to be changed.
And do you think the European Parliament will be changed as a result of this?
Yes, because I think that when we will see Marine Le Pen fighting not with the Tories, not with the Labour, but with the UK Independence Party, we say, my God, if we go in the hands of these people, we will get another war in Europe. And therefore, perhaps, even if the traditional parties will understand they went for the wrong policies for too long, I think that we will get better policies. So the message is good. We will get, I think, a more assertive European Union in the future.
Thanks very much indeed for joining us.
Thank you very much.